Hey there, Sagittarius. It's me here, Krystal Clear. Happy to deliver to you October 2024's reading, message from Spirit. We're going to start by pulling 2 cards for the energy of the month. 1 card for the energy as we begin the month and 1 as you end the month, so we can see how this month goes for you and any of Spirit's insight along the way. So coming into the month, we've got ritual and it's invocation. So as you come into the month, I feel like you are either being asked to look deeply into your practices. What are your rituals when it comes to ritual, your practices based on your beliefs. So I guess that there is twofold to start for you, Sag, because number 1, what's the belief that number 2, has inspired you to have this ritual? And what is this ritual? What does it represent? What is the intention of it? Because when you're doing an invocation, when you're invoking Spirit's help, it comes, to the max, it's coming from Spirit. And we're just humble human beings here. Even when we have gifts and insights and things like that, we still got a human experience to have. And so what we do matters. Why we do it also matters. And if we're going to be putting something out there, we better be ready to receive it, or you better be ready. This is your reading, Sagittarius. So at the beginning of the month, Spirit's like, make sure that, I feel like this is going to be either a powerful month for you to kind of get the things that you've been wanting and wishing and waiting for and working towards. All those W words, I love that. This is either that month for you, or this is the month that is like the home stretch, the last leg of it. And then this next month is really going to be the deciding, it's going to come to fruition. So what you do this month is the deciding factor. So that's why at the beginning of the month, Spirit's encouraging you to really look towards what are your rituals, what are your practices, and why. All right. As we leave the month, we've got the cloak. What are your rituals? Why do you have them? Is this the proper ritual for you? And then, are you protected? Are you protecting your space? Are you disciplining it? Are you sealing it? Are you claiming it? Are you trying to maybe convince yourself? You're trying to convince other people? Are you unsure? So you're afraid to claim it. And you just want to be kind of open and kind of free and just see where it goes, right? With the cloak, with concealment, there's a boundary, right? There's an energetic boundary, number 1. So how are your energetic boundaries? There's an energetic boundary, but there's also a physical boundary concealing parts of you. So I feel like as you look to your rituals, you might find that some of these practices are overly either supportive of someone else, or that you're making it comfortable for someone else, or you're making it too comfortable for yourself. Even you need to be a little bit more disciplined. You need to have maybe better boundaries with yourself, or you just need to be mindful of your energy and how you're using that magic wand of yours. Or I think that might be something else. But anywho, be mindful of how you're sending your energy out there. With the cloak, it's all about being grounded in your energy. So make sure you're working on your grounding techniques. Make sure that you're working on your physical boundaries as well. Speaking in alignment, saying yes when you want to say yes and no when you want to say no. And if there's something you want to talk about it. And to know the power of silence is not punishment. All of those things come up. All right, let's pull 4 cards and see how the month goes. So we've got the Hanged Man. There's definitely a perspective shifting at the beginning of the month, having this openness, this ritual, this belief system. I do these things because of this. And then it's wait a minute, I'm pulling back some of the things that I'm doing. And the Hanged Man, is showing that there's that shift in perspective. We've got a 6 of Swords, also another card of transition. So moving forward of the mind. Also, this can literally be a movement card. So if you're thinking about moving, or if you've recently moved, Spirit is just indicating that you're on the right track for that. You're where you're supposed to be at this time when you watch this video. We've got the 2 of Swords. This is all about when you're going through your month and you're having these new perspectives come in about your boundaries, it's like really figuring out where the gap has been or why the gap has been there. The Two of Swords is about looking at two things and trying to find common ground, trying to bring it together. But it doesn't necessarily indicate that there's harmony within these two parts of you, or these two perspectives, or this belief and this ritual that you have. Like you might have a belief, and so you have a ritual, but the ritual is really based on the insecurity rather than the empowerment of the belief. Just like that's an example where two things might be out of sort, and you're looking to unify that, or you learn to unify that as the month goes on. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, also great for October, just being the number 10. And the Pentacles is about working hard, and I do feel that you have been working hard on some of these beliefs and practices that you have. And so October is going to be the month where you really look to the intention of them, and you learn why you have these beliefs, why you have these rituals, why you're doing what you're doing. You're understanding that like your decision is made, so now you're just trying to figure out why you make the decisions that you make. And you've been working hard on this. So it is a time of receiving. It is a time of doors opening and opportunity, but taking a disciplined and wise step forward. So let's see Spirit's guidance as you explore. Yeah, listen to your muse. For sure. That's all about your energy and listening to your own wisdom. Walk the flower path, which yes is delicate for sure. And bubble up. So when we're talking about listen to your muse, thinking about your boundaries, thinking about your energy, listen to your body first and foremost to clue you in onto how your energy is around different people, around different situations, even around different beliefs, or if you're like watching a movie and then your body starts to feel a different way, allow for that to clue you in as to what your energy needs and to work at that. I feel like that some of these places for healing, this energy work is really bubbling up. Your practices this month are being looked at very carefully, and that's the walk the flower path, so that when you move forward, the things that you're doing are in alignment with where you want to be going and growing, rather than where you have been feeling and healing. So Sagittarius, that is what I have for you for the month of October. I hope that this reaches you and brings some resonance and guidance as you go about the month. If we vibe, please subscribe. I'm wishing you all the best blessings and love always. Take care.